It's a cup game, and it is a big one to start off with. We've got Zero and Next Generation. Wow, big matchup. Either way, whatever happens, a big team is going to go out today. I don't think there's replays in this tournament. I think it would go straight to extra time and possibly penalties. That doesn't tend to happen often, though, in iOS. So we may well have a winner in the 90 minutes. We are just waiting for both teams to ready up. So in the meantime, we'll quickly go through the lineups. In fact, we're live, so I might not have time to go through the lineups. But I'm sure the streamer will show them on screen for you to have a quick look at. As we're live with Zero, who've kicked it out for NG. The ball is with Matt. Matt to Chupo. To Cbot. To Zedham. NG trying to get a feel of the game to start with, like they always do. Chupo playing his very deep, customary centre-forward role. He likes to come back and get involved in the game. Cbot tried the long ball over to Arshavin, but it was too much on it. You often find with these Zero NG games that it's a battle of the centre-backs with Hie and Cbot. Who's going to have the better game may often decide the game for their team. We've got Arshavin who puts the ball in. It was cleared out by Zero. Ball's with Chupo to Matt. Matt almost gets through. He does. He goes for the shot. Kirby is there to block. Interesting seeing Kirby playing. We know he made the return to Zero due to the events that happened at, I believe it was Moth. He ended up going back to Zero after Moth's folding. The ball is with Cbot, who plays it to Arshavin. Arshavin takes his time. He's going to try and beat NKZ. He ends up going backwards to Matt, who goes to Zedham. Zedham comes forward. Will it get through to Arshavin? It will. NKZ has run out of stamina, and that is not good. All it took there, it's still with NG though. Chupo goes for the shot at the near post. Jay with a good save, and we do have a timeout for Zero, which they have taken at this corner. I believe NKZ has left the server. That might be due to some issues. According to DBD, it is cat problems. I cannot confirm that at this time. I guess it's a small chance to have a look at the teams. I mean, NG, it's a strong lineup. I think it's exactly the same lineup, actually, that apart from Alaba, that played against Phoenix in the previous game. I think Alaba was at left back for that game, but we have Lone. For the Zero side, Rhino returns to the team after a bit of a spell out, but playing on the wing, which is interesting. Obviously, Panther is at centre forward, so Rhino has had to make way for him. Mike, left wing. Kirby, centre mid. It's a decent attack. Although an attack that hasn't really played a lot together, it might be fair to say. But sometimes that's a surprise for the opposition, and you can make it work. The timeout is still going. KM is waiting patiently to take the corner. It looks like NKZ is having some issues. Zero do have some players on the bench if they need to bring somebody on. They have, of course, the newly signed F from Ignite. And they have NSQ, who is also there, who could come in at left back. I'm sure they'll be hoping NKZ comes back, though, because NSQ and F are less experienced, you would say, in these big games. Especially with F coming up from Division 2. That's a big move for him to come from a Division 2 side to Zero. So that is definitely one to watch for the rest of the season if he will get some game time. We had an anonymous question come through, which I'll thank the streamer for forwarding that on to me. It was, why Jay is better than Lux? I'm assuming you mean Is Jay better than Lux? I mean, it's hard to say that. I really like Jay as a goalkeeper, but Lux, some of the shots I've seen him stop in games, it's really hard to not pick Lux. He makes some unreal saves. He's a really good shot stopper. So yeah, I would have to go with Lux there. Was there another question? Did I miss one? Or oh yeah, of course. Well, Lux asks me that every time. And we are back live. KM to take the corner. He swings it in. Defended well by Zero, though. That's really what they needed after that delay in play. I believe NKZ has returned, so they didn't have to make a sub there. The game continues as we approach the 10-minute mark. Of course, yeah, if you want to ask me any questions or you want to bring up anything on the stream, you can forward that through on Twitch chat. And Janir will forward that for me. Or you can, if you have me on Steam Friends, PM me if you want to go direct. Somebody asked a question, who's going to win, Revo or Phoenix? I can't be impartial in that, I'm afraid. Of course, I'm going to say Phoenix. And of course, Janir will say Revo. But it's going to be a tough game. I mean, Revo, like, they're going to be looking for revenge big time after the Chef's game. And we do struggle with Nori sometimes, so I'm expecting a big game from Revo to reply. And we're going to have to be up for it. We have to play them twice. So that's going to... we're going to be sick. Like I said to Nori, we're going to be sick of each other by the time them 2 games are over. Game continues with Zero, who just tried to hit it up to Mike, but Zedden was there to intercept. Yeah, good luck, Junior, as well. Chupo plays Arshavin. Arshavin trying to get past NKZ. NKZ, interesting that NKZ just backed off completely there when he saw that Arshavin was going to get the cross in. Maybe that's some sort of tactic. Let him cross. If you have the extra man in the box, you can win it. Did seem to work. All of a sudden, Mike is on the break for Zero. He's trying to get past Zedem. He turns a few too many times, and Chupo is able to woof it away from him. Because NG woof now. As if anyone didn't notice, that is what they do. So you can't blame Phoenix anymore, as Rhino puts the ball in. DBD does the safe option and plays it back to Jay. Jay to Kirby, but Kirby tried a first-time ball that wasn't aimed correctly, really, and it was cut out. Arshavin to bring NG away. He's turned. He somehow still has it. Plays it back to Matt, who then passed it to Chupo, but Chupo was offside. Kirby turns. Puts in Rhino. Rhino with the ball on the wing. He goes for an in-swinger. They did win the header, Zero, but it was deflected out for a corner. Rhino to take. Rhino puts the ball in, and there's the goal. Zero take the lead. And it's Kirby. Big goal for Kirby on his return to Zero. It's the Bears boys as Rhino put the ball in for Kirby. 2 former Bears players making the difference here against their old nemesis, NG. And really, it's probably against the run of play, you have to say. NG have probably had the better possession. Looked a bit more dangerous. But that's all it takes in iOS. And Zero have took the lead. NG now in this cup game, don't forget, this is a cup game. It's not a league game. Whoever wins this goes through to the next round. There's no free points available here. Straight knockout as Arshavin Looks to get past NKZ. NKZ has done well to stay with him there, and he's had to pass back to Matt. Matt just gets it took off his feet by Hie. Hie was looking for Mike, but they got caught in two minds, really, and the ball was not there. Seabot back to Zedham. Zedham does well to get up the pitch here. We've seen NG utilise this a lot more in recent times. Their fullbacks getting really up the pitch. KM puts the ball in, but that's a good header out by NKZ. Chupo goes for the first time shot. It's blocked. Comes back to KM. KM, will he go for the ins? Yes, he does. You knew he was going to do it. He went for the near post shot, and Jay has been beaten there at his near post. Everybody knows KM does that, but it's one thing when you know it, it's another thing to stop it. Let's take another look at that. It's probably difficult to see from this angle, really, whether it's savable or not. They're always difficult to judge. But when you see KM facing goal like that, he very often goes for the shot. If he's facing the other way, he'll be going for the cross. But again, it's one thing to say that, and it's another to stop it. And NG have equalised pretty quickly here. Zero will have been hoping to settle into the game with their 1-0 lead, but NG were able to quickly get back into the league, into the game. All of a sudden, Panther was through, and Seabot has had to take the yellow card there, which means the rest of the game for him is going to be quite dangerous. He's going to have to be very careful now, because a sending off here for NG is exactly not what they need, while the scoreline still stays 1-1. Hie has pushed himself really far up here. What's he going to do? He plays it out to Rhino. Rhino goes for the first time ball, but Zedham this time wins a good header out. Kirby to Panther. Panther's got two on him. What will he do? In the end, he just runs into danger. Arshavin does the smart thing and plays it off him for the throw into NG. Zedham to Seabot, who just gets it clear. He did find KM. Matt plays it out wide to Arshavin. Arshavin has played it in to Chupo. Is he onside? He is. He went for the shot early, but it was blocked for the corner. Corner to NG, and they've took it short. Arshavin, Chupo in. Good clearance there from Zero. It's gone all the way through to Rhino, and all of a sudden, Zero on the break. What can they make happen here? Infield to Mike. Off the post, Mike. The postman returns. It is unlucky. It is definitely unlucky, because Lux did seem like he was beaten there. That's a big let-off for NG, though. They were caught on the break. Now they come up the other end now. Chupo trying to get past NKZ. They're just running in a straight line, but Chupo does turn back. He plays it in. Good header out by Hie. Back in, though, and this time Jay claims. But he's played it too quickly for Panther. Seabot has pushed up. What's he going to do? In the end, it's the wrong ball to KM. NG win it back, though, with Arshavin. Seabot looks a few different ways and ends up playing it back to Matt. Matt with a good ball through to Arshavin. Will he go for the early shot? No, he went to find Seabot. And Kirby did the safe thing there to play it out for a corner. Chupo to take. Chupo plays it in. Arshavin blocked it. Well, Arshavin took the shot and it was blocked, rather. Game is going 100 miles an hour. All of a sudden, Zero come up the other end to attack. And in the end, the move breaks down. Zero press the reset button and start again. They've went long to Mike, but Zedham pushed him off it and plays it back to Lux. Lux takes his time. He played a bit of a risky ball to Seabot, who nearly got caught out there. He will have not appreciated that ball at all. But in the end, NG have made an attack out of it, and here's Matt. Matt's go for the shot, but it's too easy for Jay. That is too easy for him. Hold on, I just got a friend request on Steam. Go. Steam friends. As NKZ. Again, that was a risky ball to Hie. Hie made the best of it. Zedham out wide to KM. KM. Field to Chupo. Chupo goes for the cross there. Oh, it almost got through. It was just ahead of Matt and Arshavin. It was a good cross in that situation. Jay. Oh, no, don't say that. Don't say we're in the wrong channel. Don't say we're in the wrong channel.
Yeah, I saw Joshua just came in without any permission, so I thought something's wrong. Now I know. We are on a good channel.
So I've been commentating and no one's been listening.
Nah. I mean, we were on the same channel, but everyone could come there.
Oh, so it was we were still live, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah. We were on a pull down channel. That's what I mean.
Okay, I really had a bad feeling. I was just talking to absolutely nobody. But okay.
Well, we've got 9 viewers, so
great. That's great.
Yeah.
That's a big number. As KM has the ball, Kirby takes it off him. Kirby looks for Rhino, but that's too much for Rhino. KM tried to play through to Arshavin. Didn't get through. Panther has it. Panther is trying to push his way through past Seabot and Zedham. Time is running out in this first half. He has managed to get through, and he scored. Zero go 2-1 up. Out of completely nothing, Panther has managed to create a chance. NG couldn't seem to get the ball off him. There was a small chance there. He's come back. How has he managed to get through everyone there? He's got past 4 players almost. You don't often see NG defense get opened up like that. Seabot rushed in, and that's very unlike him there in that situation. And that's what led to the opening. And Zero have took advantage of that at the perfect opportunity. It's about to go to half time. Zero are 2-1 up. And it's looking like it's going to be another exciting game in this season for the start of the cup. With the bigger teams coming into the competition in this round. One of Zero or NG is going out today. And at the moment, it's NG who'd be going out if the scoreline stays the same. You've got to say, the way the game started, NG looked like they were in control. But if you take the early goal against NG, it forces them to have to break the mold a little bit in the way they play. And I think that's what happened. It forced NG to have to attack Zero, and Zero have got a really good front 4 in this game. And if the game's open, they'll get chances as well. So who knows what's going to happen this second half now. As it stands, 0-2-1 up at half time. Chupo kicks off for the second half, plays it back to Seabot. Chupo takes his time. He got took off him by Hiei, but they won it back. NG, Seabot to Zedham. Zedham to Chupo. Chupo plays it to KM. KM comes backwards as he was under pressure from Rhino, who's tracking back well. Loan to Chupo. Hiei has just took it straight off Chupo's feet, though. And Panther plays it out to Mike. Does have time to run down the wing here. He does have time for the space. He puts it in first time. Loan won the header that time, I believe, to Chupo, who played it out to Arshavin. Arshavin looking for a way through. He has found it to KM, who went for the early shot, but it was blocked by Zero. And it's a corner to NG. It's been very many corners in this game so far, as Chupo is to take it for NG. He puts it in. KM was at the near post. They tried something different there, and it didn't work because KM missed it at the second opportunity. You think he was going for the shot there. Mike, oh, that was an important slide by Zedham because Mike was almost through on goal. Seabot just woofs it away from Panther. Zero take the throw. But NG do well to win it straight back. Seabot plays it through to Chupo. Chupo with the ball in, but Hiei, no nonsense, gets it clear. Zedum out to KM. KM with the ball in. Seabot wins the header. He'd stayed up, but it was not enough on it to beat Jay there. Chupo just woofs it straight off Panther. See, Panther, it's not just me who does it. I'm sorry, I'm going to break bias. But you can't just say that I do it when other people do it as well. Hiei plays upfield. Seabot wins the header, though, to Matt. Matt gets it taken off him by Panther. Plays it to Mike. Mike almost did Zedum there, but Zedum too cool for school. Swings it out to Lone. Lone brings it forward. It's a good ball to Arshavin, but just a little bit too much on it. And Jay, no nonsense, puts it out for NG throw. Lone back to Seabot. Seabot infield to KM. KM out to Chupo. Here's a chance for NG. Chupo with the ball in. It's a good header out by Hiei. Seabot, though, managed to get forward. He's turned a few people. He's done a few more people. DBD comes across with the slide, though. Just put it out for the corner. Chupo with the ball in. Another deflected header, but this time it seems to have come off a NG player and gone out for a goal kick. Interesting that Kinchenko has joined the server. May we see him get introduced for 0? It's possible. Mike is wide now, puts it in early. Interesting that it looked like Lone headed that at his own goalkeeper. I'd be interested to see that again. I'm not sure. Maybe it was just the player behind him. Rhino takes the corner for 0. He tried to find Panther a bit outside of just to the edge of the area, but it didn't work. Chupo comes forward on the counter-attack for NG. Plays it to Arshavin. Arshavin's turn 1. He's turn 2. He's turn 3. Arshavin tried to just slip it under Jay, but Jay was ready for it. Jay was smart there. He stayed on his line. If he'd have came out there, Arshavin probably would have just slipped it past him. Lux comes out to get the ball for NG. He's trying to edge them forward. He takes a few touches, plays it long. Hiei, though, wins the header. Seabot and Hiei. Hiei's got 7 interceptions. Seabot's got 11. So Seabot is winning more at the moment for his team in defence. But as it stands, 0 still 2-1 up. Hiei with the ball right now as we speak. Goes long. He tried to find Kirby, who was running through the space, but it was just ahead of him. Goes out for NG throw as we approach 64 minutes into the game. Arshavin to KM. KM. Interesting seeing him in an inside position there. You often see him on the wing. Chupo's pushed out wide. Chupo went for the cross, just plays it off NKZ for a throw-in. Zedum will go for the swinger, and it's another corner to NG. Be interesting to see the corner stats in this game. Zedum plays it in. NG 6 corners, 0-3. It seems like there's been more. KM in with the ball. Seabot has stayed up here. Seabot trying to just get through enough people. It must be getting a bit desperate for NG if they're having to leave Seabot up to try and work out some opportunities for him, because at the moment, 0 on the counter. Rhino went for the near post shot, but Lux was there to save it. Probably not enough power on that to get past Lux in that situation. Kirby looking for a way through, doesn't find it, but Panther picks up the loose ball. Panther's played a ball to Rhino. Rhino's turned Zedum. Rhino with time to shoot, and it's off the post. Another post shot for 0. Are they going to regret these 2 posts that they've had in the game so far? Because NG are going to bring the ball forward. You know they're going to get chances. Hiei tried to find Panther, but it keeps coming back at NG as right at this time. Zero keeping a good formation though, staying strong, winning every header where it matters. Panther has played it through, but Lux was there. He came out fast and just played it up. KM's not going to make that though. You would have to be Usain Bolt to catch that one. NKZ throw in to Mike long, just giving themselves some breathing space by getting the ball up the pitch. Luxus came right out of his goal to pick that ball up. He wants them to get back as quickly as possible into the attack. Chupo. Interesting that Chupo at centre forward has just been everywhere. But it doesn't seem to be working for Zero at the moment. And all of a sudden, Rhino is through on goal to finish it. And he does. You've got to say, it was sloppy from NG. Very sloppy, very unlike them. They give the ball away here. KM with it. He just got it took off his feet by Panther, who quickly played the ball through to Rhino. And when Rhino is one-on-one, he doesn't miss. He does not miss from that situation. Smart finish there. Played it underneath Lux. 75 minutes in and Zero are 3-1 up. And as it stands, they're going through to the next round of the trophy. Can NG spring a late surprise here? They need a quick goal. You feel they need one quickly to have any chance of taking this to extra time at least. Seabot to Matt. Matt out to KM. KM in field to Matt. Matt plays it out long to Arshavin. Arshavin goes for the cross. Plays it in. But this time, good defending from Zero. KM back to Matt. Matt with the ball in. Seabot's there. Seabot to Chupo. Chupo scores. We did say NG, they will get chances. You can't stop them all game. Seabot has stayed up. It's almost like Seabot has just decided, do you know what? Let's leave two back. I'm going for this game. And he plays a smart ball through to Chupo. And Chupo, very much like Rhino, when he gets himself in a situation like that, he very rarely misses. Another good finish. NG really pushing for this now. They've got to get this equaliser if they got any more hopes in this trophy. Seabot tried to play it out to Arshavin, but he intercepts. Tried a quick one to Panther, but it was intercepted by Seabot or Lone, I believe that was. Lone brings it forward. Plays it out to KM. KM with the ball in. Kirby with a good header out. Matt just tried to feed Lone, but it was too much on it. J to KM. Seabot to Zedham. Interesting to see what Zero will do now. There's only 9 iOS minutes plus stoppage time left. Will they shut up shop? Will they shut up shop, or will they go for the killer goal that will put this one to bed if they get one more? You just feel like Zero aren't going to shut up shop. They want another goal. I think the next goal will be the most important goal of these two teams' seasons, because it's going to define what's going to happen, I feel. NKZ takes the yellow card for his team on Arshavin, who was the wrong side of him there. Arshavin to Chupo. Oh, nearly caught Jay out. Nearly, but he was there. NG really pushing now. Zedham upfield to Chupo. Chupo to KM. KM's got DBD there, but Seabot stayed up. KM... ball back to Seabot, but Seabot, yeah, I think Seabot got crowded out and had to play it back to KM, who then got crowded out himself. It's good shape from Zero. NG wanting to make this the rest of this game all them to give themselves the best opportunity, keep hold of the ball. Lone, good ball to KM, who slipped it through to Chupo. Oh, that DBD takes the yellow card for his team because Chupo was probably onside there. Chupo taps it to Matt. Matt to Lone. Lone out to Zedham. Zedham has got the stamina. He picks out the cross. Oh, DBD on the line to block. Zedham's there. Back to KM. KM goes for the shot, but it's blocked again. Matt to Zedham. Zedham with the shot, but Jay is not getting beaten from that far out. NG trying to keep their cup hopes alive. As it stands, 0 are going through. There's 2 minutes of stoppage time left. Will there be one final attack for NG? Not when the ball's up there. It's sensible from Hiei to just hit that downfield. Lux plays it long. Hiei's there to win the header. Lux will have another bite at the cherry. He's played a... Oh, no, it was almost a go through ball to KM, but just a bit too much on it. 0 will hit it straight up towards the corner flag. There's 1 minute of stoppage time left. 0 are going through unless NG can pull off a miracle here. But I think time is running out for them. Lux with one last kick up the field. And again, it's come back to Lux. That's it. 0 have knocked NG out. And progress in the cup. And wow, what a game. It seems like I've been saying that a lot this season. We've had some really good games. Of course, in the earlier league game, NG got their revenge on 0 and beat them quite resoundingly. You did feel that NG were on the rise again. They were returning back to their form. But look what's happened today. 0, they've scored the goals when it really mattered. It doesn't matter that NG had all the possession. Doesn't matter that NG had more chances. You've got to score them. And 0 have scored their chances today and have knocked NG out. Wow. And with that, we may be able to attempt to get some people in and see what their thoughts are on that. Interesting that in NG's previous 2 games, Ari hasn't played. I don't know whether that's because he's away or whether he's trying to give some other people a chance. But would he have made the difference? What do you guys think? Would Ari have made the difference today for NG? He still has that quality. Or was 0 just... Was the luck with them today? Was it always 0's day? Just felt like with the opportunities that 0 were able to create. They did hit the post twice. They could have scored a couple more. Let's see who we can get in for 0. Or
DBD is here.
We've got DBD who's going to come in for 0. I'm sure he's going to be happy. So let's see what DBD's got to say. Hello.
What's the crack, boy?
Wow. Well, it seems like only 5 minutes ago when I had you for an interview after NG 0 in the league.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously NG won that game, and you said it's not looking good for the rest of the season for us, but you've got to be happy with knocking NG out the cup there.
Yeah, happy because it was my last game for them, so it's kind of sad.
Oh, of course, yeah. You're returning to China, aren't you? I think.
Yeah, but I thought we deserved to win that game by more goals. Anyway, we hit the post twice. I thought we were way better, to be quite honest. And then like the last 10 minutes is obviously like, just they threw everybody up front.
Yeah.
See about what's it like if they're throwing the kitchen sink at you, like you have to like just defend. So our comms are going mental. Like everyone's like woof 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 woof.
Yeah.
But no, way better. Since the last time the team that lost to NG, Salax is gone, MPZ is gone, Fade is gone. So you could say like that was a completely different team. Probably one of our strongest, if not strongest team out. And I would reckon that would be NG's strongest team. Yeah, that would be NG's strongest team as well. I don't think NG are good with Ari when Ari plays with them. I think they're afraid when Ari's playing. But that's just my opinion. Like, but yeah, good game.
I mean, Yeah, you're probably right, because at one point I thought, you know, NG, of course, they're going to have the possession. They like to keep it. But, I mean, you guys hit the post twice as well. Like, you could have scored a few more. Like, when I started thinking about it a little bit more after the game, I was like, do you know what? Like, yes, NG had the possession, but Zero created the more dangerous chances, you could argue.
Like they had the possession, but they never went through the middle. They crossed, and they did. They crossed a lot. Like they never really got through Kie 1v1. Like Panther went through Seabot once, and Seabot had to take him down. We went through the middle a lot. Like you know,
Yeah.
I thought Kirby was great. Actually, I think he's been great since he came back and played for us.
Yeah, well, I was
Completely
gonna
different side, yeah.
I was gonna say, I said on stream when Rhino put the ball into Kirby, and I was like, the Bears boys are back. I was like, that's just Bears. Like, that was what we were used to seeing. The big game players, for games like this, they're exactly the kind of players that you want on your team, because they'll turn up and they'll
Yeah.
put the ball in the net when it matters. And Rhino did that today, and Kirby did it today. So
Riley was great. Panther was unbelievable. He's has to be the best player in the game. He has to be like in the right team. He's the best player in the game, and I think he's in the right team. He's pretty much like if even Seabot struggled with him, and he did. But yeah, I'm delighted we won. Like now we have to win the cup since we knocked them out. Have to. And
well,
Revolution are looking very shaky. Like so,
you,
it might be a Phoenix Zero again.
well, yeah. I mean, it could be. We're getting sick of seeing each other in cup games now and stuff like that. But I mean, you've got to say, knocking out NG, yeah, it does give you a really good chance in this competition. Even if the league somehow slipped you by now, you've really got a good chance to win this as well.
We play NG next in the league, and that's the biggest game in the league anyway. Because whoever wins that probably is going to win the league. And I think after what we played today, like I'd be more optimistic than I was the last time I was in here that we probably have a better chance. We played way better than the last time. And even when we scored the first goal, I think it was Jay that said, he's like, look lads, the last time we scored the first goal and then we fucking capitulated, it's over, like we collapsed. So that didn't happen this time at all. But yeah. So it was nice to win, like, but it's kind of sad to go during the middle of the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean that must be it must be going to give Zero a little bit of a headache now, because I think you've played pretty much every game for them, have you, or almost?
Well, I asked if I could because I was going. And they said yes. It's usually not like that. They usually pick on, how well you're playing in friendlies or whatever. I've been playing like shit, like, but I think they just did it because I was leaving.
Yeah.
But I think the lads that they brought in, they're actually kind of decent. So
who do you think's going to push for your place then? But yeah,
probably F, I'd say. Bit of a learning curve to go, like, but he's quite.
Yeah, it's a big move for him, isn't it? Yeah, definitely.
He's quite cool on the ball. I'd say in the next games you might see Lewis play there. I would think Lewis might just slot in.
Yeah,
he is around, but probably F will take over or Leno. But we'll have to see.
Right. Okay. Well, I will ask you then, as a final question, who would you have give your man of the match to in that game
to
for
me?
Zero?
Did you see my slide in the box? Save the fucking game.
Yeah, I did see that actually.
If any defenders were watching that, you must have had a little bit of an orgasm. But actually, man of the match probably. I don't know, man. It was Panther. I would probably put it down to. I thought Kirby was great as well. Oh,
Yeah,
everyone was good, but I'd probably go for Panther. Yeah.
Cool.
After me, of course.
I think, I think personally, I thought obviously, I thought he did well as well. Like
Jay
in the
was
air, he always does well in the air, so that I always like to see that.
all right. Jay was okay, but the first goal he let in, you know, there
The
there'll be some
KM one was it?
questions.
Or
There'll be some questions. So
I think, yeah. Well, I did say I knew exactly what KM was going to do the first time. That was the first goal for them, wasn't it?
yeah,
KM near poster, yeah.
I think I ran out of stamina. I was going to slide him earlier, but I was afraid it was in the box, so
Yeah,
I didn't bother. Jumped
yeah,
past.
because you see KM do that, and you know exactly what's coming because he'll never cross that way. He'll only cross the other way when he's facing the other way. And I was like, he's going to shoot here, and of course he did.
Their front three, like they really just went down NKZ's side a lot. Like I just remember anytime they gave KM the ball, he would just turn around and pass sideways or backwards. I never remember him doing that. I always remember him he'd beat someone and then go very, very passive. But yeah, I don't know. Bit strange that one.
And okay, a final question. And it's a bit of a sad one. Is this definitely the end for you in
Yeah,
iOS?
yeah, it's definitely the end. Unless when I come back in 4 years and the game is still here, then I come back. Like, but
Semi-retirement.
you never know. But like, it's a 4 year gig, so yeah, it's bye bye. Sad times.
Well, that'll be sad. Yeah, it is sad. I mean, obviously you've played for my team as well, so it's always
The
it's always
first
sad.
cup, yeah, the first cup.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah. He's a winner, guys. He is a winner. You get him in your team, he wins games for you.
I was an ex-woofer. Loud and
Yeah,
proud, yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, all
Taught
right.
him all he knew.
All right, all right. I'll go.
Yeah.
So I'll go.
Go on, I'll let you go,
All right.
and of course, good luck with the future and everything.
Thank
And
you.
I'm sure you'll stay around the community anyway.
I'll
Every
be
now and
around.
again.
Yeah. Throwing digs at the well. Anyway, all right. Cheers. Go on.
Yeah, take care. So that was DBD, sad champ. Maybe get someone in from NG, possibly. Let's see who we can get. I mean, they might be a bit disappointed in that game, but we'll see. Normally Ari would do it.
It's Lux is there. On the
Lux.
Cooldown channel. Yeah.
I know Lux doesn't speak though.
Maybe this time.
Do we want to take a chance and bring Lux in? We do
Ah.
know he sounds like Joe Pasquale, so like,
He
only the
would
British
ask-
people get that joke.
Yeah, he would ask the typical Lux question and he will go. Typical question which is anonymous question for sure. Okay.
Should we drag Lux in and see what happens?
Yeah, let's see.
Hello. I knew it.
Damn it. Looks like us.
Master D in NG. He's in cooldown.
Oh yeah, he's
Breaking
a future
news.
time.
Breaking
Yeah.
news, lads.
Count him in.
He's got his mic muted. So yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look great. I've put it I've put it in NG general. No one's replied, so we'll give it 10 seconds. No one comes in. We'll call it quits. What we need is that do 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 do, like the little.
Okay. 10 seconds.
Come on.
Seabot is there, mate.
Where?
Seabot.
Oh yeah, he is. There we go. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Seabar. Thank you for coming in. Did think nobody was going to come in then, but I couldn't see you into cool down, so thank you for coming in. Where to start really? We thought maybe with the league game that you had previously with Zero, and you've got your revenge on them because we know they've been a bit of trouble for you in past seasons.
Yeah.
Did you? I mean, obviously to lose that game, it kind of must be disappointing because I think maybe most people thought NG were back on the return, and what was your like general thoughts on how that game went for you?
Well, I think firstly I got to give credit to them because in the 6-2 game, I think they were far from their best. I think they had a lot of individual mistakes, and the main thing was I think you commentated the other game, didn't you? You probably noticed how much time we all had, especially me and Zedam, just to run up and do what we wanted. Didn't really have that in this game, but at the same time we sort of lacked the fundamentals today. Like our passing was off and the movement just wasn't there like it was in the league game, which is disappointing. And well, to be honest, it's a deserved win for them, all in all.
Yeah, well, that's refreshing to say that because it's easy to get frustrated after a game, but I think it's when you take a moment to go, well, did they actually deserve to win? Were we just not at the races today? And I mean, they hit the post twice as well. It could have been a couple of more goals for them, but
yeah, I mean, like I do say we weren't at our best, but they were a much better team than they were last week. Was it last week? I think. Yeah, they were more solid and just in attack they were more of a threat this time.
would you say that is because of they had a couple of different players in that lineup than they did the last time? Do you think they made the difference? I think it was. I don't know whether Kirby played and Rhino. Did they not play last time? I can't really remember now.
Yeah, I think the main one actually. You'd probably surprised saying talking about how good their attack was, but Jay going back in goal probably just gives the old team a bit more belief. Because no disrespect to Fate, obviously, but the way he played in that 6-2, obviously after the first couple goals, they probably were a bit. You'll know as a defender when you can't trust your goalkeeper, it's probably the worst thing.
Yeah.
And I think especially here, like you saw him come forward a lot more this game than he did in the previous one. So I think it all starts from there. But yeah, I mean, Kirby was really good. Rhino obviously scored the winning goal, I think. So their attacking changes worked as well.
Yeah, because when I looked at their attacking four, like at the start of the game, and it was Mike, Panther, Kirby, and Rhino, I thought, you know what, that's actually really good attack if they can play together. And I think they showed today that that could be really dangerous for people going up against them in the future if they play together a lot. Because I think one thing that Panther has always missed is I think he needs them players around him who can just create the space for him and let him do what he does best, and that's his shooting ability sometimes and just his all round play. And I think he's found them players around him that'll work best with him. And I mean it doesn't spell well for defenders around the league, but I mean we'll just continue to woof. That's what we'll do.
Yeah, something with
it's respect now. Apparently, somebody said. I'm sure you know who said that, but I'll take that.
Like, apart from Mike, who I've not played with myself, but obviously Kirby, Rhino, and Panther were all in Bears, and then Panther again in NG. I know how good all three of those are, and Mike's come on a long way since he started. Because he only started when it released in Steam, didn't he? Which was like last year. So I mean, he's come on a really long way since then. And to be fair, you've got to say that they've got a really strong attack with those 4.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they all complement each other really well, I think. So
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing.
Controversial question. Hashtag Bears back.
I mean, it depends who's leading it.
Oh, okay. Forget I ever said anything. I actually don't want that to happen. Don't do it.
Start up some drama in the Twitch chat.
No, I'm sorry for asking that. No, that was just a little jokey question, but you never know. Nobody thought Phoenix would come back, and it did. So and everybody hated it. So that's what happens. But yeah, no. Okay, I'll ask you the serious question just to finish off. If you had to give a man of the match to somebody today, who would you have given it to?
That's a good question, actually. You'd probably give it to one of the 4-0 attackers, who'd be Kirby, Mike, Rhino, or Panther. I think probably more so Panther or Kirby. But yeah, probably Panther, to be honest. Got the goal and an assist.
Yeah,
so.
I think that's what. Do you know what? My memory's terrible. I completely forgot I just interviewed. Who was it?
DBD.
Yeah, that was it. DBD. DBD said exactly the same. Panther. So that's interesting that you both said that.
Well, no, yeah. I mean,
I did.
Everyone knows how good he is. So
I did get a question get sent through to me actually, which I will make the last question. So this is not from me, but somebody else messaged it. They asked, how come Ari has been out the team recently and not been playing?
I think he's just been busy in real life. But his words are, "We play better without him." So there you go.
Oh, okay. Well, you heard it from the NG player himself. So thanks for answering that, and thank you for coming in. And obviously, commiserations for the loss, but you've still got the season. I mean, you're up there with 0, so you've got another chance to get revenge on them in the league.
Monday.
So yeah, that's pretty soon. So yeah, thank you for coming in, and good luck for the rest.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
So that was Seabot. Interesting little interview with that. I don't think I've ever interviewed Seabot before, so that was good to have that opportunity. But 0 run out 3-2 winners. 0 managed to get that little bit of revenge back after the league game that earlier on in the season. But there's still one more big game to go between the two sides, and that's coming up sooner than you think. That one, you could argue, will decide the title for this Premier Division, unless some big shocks happened. And we know how this season's gone already. There's big shocks have happened all season. Interesting games. People going 1 goal up, you would never have thought would go a goal up. So it's still open. And there's still plenty more games to go, and I'm sure I'll commentate a few more before the end of the season. So once again, thank you for joining me. I better go and check out what Phoenix are doing on season and why they haven't been able to score yet against this shit mix. So I'll be seeing you soon, and I'll take care, everyone.
See ya.